Hey Hammerheads, what's going on? I hope you're having an awesome day. Today in the shop, we're going to be continuing in our Punisher Adirondack front porch chair. So we're going to get started. I'm going to be working on the seat. I'm going to be putting together the rails for the actual chair. And what I think is going to go on today is I'm actually going to remove this wheel part right here because it's becoming cumbersome and it's overweight. So we're gonna deal with something like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put the seat together, and they're running in the grain like this. And I think I've never seen it done before, but I think it'd be really cool to try to use a dowel rod. It'll go something like this, where we'll drill down into this right here, and then we'll create a hole here, and then maybe another one here, and then alternating, the two will be closer in, and then it will alternate out. And I've never seen it, I've seen it done with biscuit joints and stuff like that, but I think this would be kind of a cooler way to go about doing it. Now since I've got those drilled holes, I'm going to start cutting some dowel rods, and then we're going to stick them in the holes with glue. Alright, let's go see if these babies fit. And if we need a couple. Okay, so this is a fun project, and we're going to make some mistakes. I have made a big mistake by drilling more holes than I needed, and it's probably going to create this wavy effect because one is I wanted to be able to build a project that you guys could also build at home. And what's happening is that these holes are going to be off-centered just a little bit. So we're just going to knock them in with some glue, and probably what's going to happen is I'm either going to run it through the planer, I'm going to hand plane it, I'm going to sand it down and to make it all even, nice surface. So either way, we're just going to keep going. Good Lord, Hammerheads, I have messed up royally on this. Let it be known on this day forth that using dowel rods in a manner to connect a seat bottom shall no longer be allowed in this shop. So if you can see down here, this big shadow right here, yeah, that board's sticking way up. This one's way down. Some of them are actually in, but so what I think is going to happen, spider on the camera. Go away, little spider. Most of the stuff is actually in there with, we'll be able to sand it down and get some of these knurls out of here. But I'm gonna clamp it up, make sure it gets glued nice and even, and then we'll come back to it in about an hour or two, maybe 3 hours, and then start shaping the bowl of the butt and kind of getting rid of some of this other stuff. We're moving on, and now we're at the sewing machine bottom, and I've been debating on what to do with this iron frame. It's very pretty, it's an antique. What I'm about to do is probably going to tick off antique goers everywhere. but these things are a dime a dozen, so I'm gonna cut it up, and I'm gonna probably use the wheel for another project, but I'm gonna cut right here along this support, and then I'm gonna grind it and spruce it up. I'm actually gonna take the foot pedal and the wheel and everything. This is gonna come off, so is the bottom, and I can't get the screw out, but I've just been playing around with it a lot, and I feel that this is gonna be the best thing to do, and then we're gonna reattach it to the two sides where it'll accommodate the ledger for our seat and then the two handrails or the two sidebars for your hands. So, all right, let's. I'm gonna get protected up, and then we're gonna start grinding those.
Tell me you don't love it.
I figured out what I'm going to do from here. Basically, the Singer sewing machine has this bracket. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to, where the line comes down like that, I'm gonna make the seat come out in an angle like that, and then all the slats will sit like this, and then there will only be a few that go on the back there. Then where it says Singer, this will connect right here. These will connect to the sides. We'll run another piece like that on the back so it can support, you know, the skull and whatnot, and then we'll run our arm things, right, our armrests right there. This might be one of the best, exciting times of the entire project. I'm actually looking forward to this. I've never used an angle grinder on wood before. And so what's gonna happen here is I'm going to take this 60 grit, and I've got an 80 and 120 grit disc to put on this angle grinder right here. And I'm actually going to be carving in a butt print on the wood here, and then a little crotch scoop right here. And so we're gonna take off this high edge right here and get it to where we want. I am looking for it, but it's gonna get really dusty in here. I apologize if the camera can't get it, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I'm waiting for the dust to settle down. I'm not even sure if you can hear me right now, but I've got a good profile of my butt in here. And so I think the glue is set. So I can take the clamps off while we're waiting for the dust to settle. Look at that. Yay, my first clamp. Hey Hammerheads, that's going to be it for today for the Punisher skull chair.
I am literally exhausted. That took me a lot longer than I thought it was going to do. But we got the shape of the seat roughed out. And next I'm going to be going to Home Depot to get some hardware and stuff like that. Maybe some more boards, you know, that match the profile of the pallet boards and stuff like that. But ultimately we arrived at the end of the seat and we got it locked down and knocked down. We know exactly where we're going. So after the seat, we should be doing some joinery for the arms and the brackets that are actually going to be holding everything in place. But yeah, that's it for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for more. We're going to be completing this chair coming up, and then we're going to be starting on the back shed so we can get the garage clean. Hey, don't forget to hit subscribe and like. Until next time, Hammerheads, have yourself an amazing day.